Ball for the big game for your shot at the $1 million top prize. This in LA is The Herd, wherever you may be and however you may be listening. iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio, and FS1. Our final hour, and a great one as we head into the weekend with all sorts of NBA trades and the Super Bowl Sunday, and Monday will probably be our most watched and celebrated show of the year. It'll be very crazy and fun and nutty, and it's going to be incredible.
You know what? It feels like I have no idea what to expect from this game, though. And it all comes down to Todd Gurley. Like, if I knew the Todd Gurley was healthy and was consistent, it'd be a different situation.
Here's the thing. We've been very lucky. Years and years ago, about 20 years ago, it was during the Cowboys run, there were like 7 straight awful Super Bowls. There was a run where they were just blowouts. They were awful. We've been on a run of, think about this, Philadelphia, New England, Atlanta, New England, Super Bowl, New England. I mean, the NFL has been on a great, Baltimore and San Francisco.
Yeah, incredible games.
We have been on a run of incredibly close Super Bowls, and these are certainly two high-powered offenses. To Joy's point, if you told me today, I don't even need to know the yards. If you said Todd Gurley gets 18 carries, we got to get him. That's how I feel. If you tell me Todd Gurley 7 carries,
but C.J. Anderson has been great for them.
He has. So coming up in 15 minutes, Eric Dickerson. Maybe he'll wear the Ram hat. I want his true feelings coming up in 15 minutes. Later in Best for Last, one of my favorite segments of the week now. It's become a tradition. Jason McIntyre, thebiglead.com, Monday's headlines today. What will they be? Well, I am hearing so much that Sean McVay is the next Bill Belichick. But let's take a closer look. Sean McVay is 33 years old. That is half the age of Bill Belichick, who's 66. He is the hot new boy genius, and he has earned all of it. He is sharp, he is fun, he is smart, he is relatable. And when you put the resumes next to Bill Belichick, oh, wait a minute. They're not close. I mean, not really even close. Sean McVay has 2 wins that anybody in this league historically would care about. He beat the Cowboys off a bye at home, got a few calls, and he beat the Saints on the road and got a big call. Now, I do think the Rams are better than both of those teams, but that's it. 2 wins. That's it. We love in the NFL to anoint the next dynasty. Anybody seen Philadelphia this week? Anybody seen the Eagles? I can't. They're nowhere to be found. That's because what happened to Philadelphia is what happens to virtually everybody not named the Patriots. I want to remind you something about the Los Angeles Rams. They are in a division that's really good and getting better. San Francisco, Kyle Shanahan, Jimmy Garoppolo. Seattle, Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson. They've already locked in 3 of their stars, big boy money. Aaron Donald, Todd Gurley, and Brandon Cooks. And oh, by the way, Gurley showing signs of wear and tear. They're going to eventually, pretty soon here, have to pay Jared Goff a lot of money. Will limit who they can sign. And oh, by the way, their offensive line is old and getting really old fast. And I want to remind you of the 4 franchises we were absolutely sure that were going to take over this league. The St. Louis Rams and Kurt Warner, fastest show on turf. And who ended their dynasty? New England. The Seattle Seahawks, Russell, that defense, the Legion of Boom. Who ended that dynasty? The New England Patriots. The Pittsburgh Steelers. They're getting Big Ben, getting to Super Bowls. And who has really ended that dynasty? Haven't been there in 7 years to the Super Bowl. The New England Patriots. And Peyton Manning was going to wreck this league. Remember, Colts? You're going to go to like 10 Super Bowls, 8. He won 1 Super Bowl in Indianapolis. Why? 4 for 4, the New England Patriots. They are favored. They are more experienced. They are going to reload. Brady played his best game in years against the Chargers. They're probably most believed going to win Sunday. And it should be noted, they've got a big edge in this game. The two wide receivers for the Rams, one's a former Patriot, and the Patriots' best corner guarded the other one, Robert Woods, for 4 years in Buffalo. We love to anoint the next dynasty. 4 of them have all ended due to Belichick and Brady. All right, let's segue into this. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Next Thursday is the NBA trading deadline. And you and I know the NBA is changing these days. Players have more power. But it should be noted it's been a players' league since I started watching it in 1972. Okay, it's always been a players' league. Well, today, there's a lot of stuff freaking people out. Anthony Davis has said, I want to be a Laker and play with a great player. Ooh, that's never happened before. Oh, wait, it's happened a million times. Porzingis wasn't happy with the Knicks, and so he went to very aggressive owner of the Dallas Mavericks, Mark Cuban, and now the Knicks have the availability for 2 stars in free agency. That's bad. Kyrie Irving said this morning, I don't know anybody anything. I don't owe the Celtics anything, and people are freaking out because Kyrie Irving doesn't owe the Celtics anything. Charles Barkley was on TV last night. He is beside himself.
Adam Silver needs to block that trade.
Why?
I don't like what the Lakers are doing. I don't think it's right. I don't
What
think
the Lakers are doing?
Yes, I don't think.
What did they do?
We're collusion, and you know it's collusion. Let's tell you something. Rich Paul got mad at me because I said a month ago, oh, the fix is in. Anthony Davis going to the Lakers. He didn't like me saying the fix was in. The fix has been in. I think Commissioner Stern, who I like a lot, need to come out and say, hey, we can trade Anthony Davis, but he cannot go to the Lakers. We cannot have players and agents colluding to stack super team.
Well, time out. My entire life, and I've said this 100 times, agents and shoe companies and stars have controlled this league. What's different now? What's different is LeBron is friends with Rich Paul, and the billionaires don't like it. But folks, if you're in your 20s and 30s, you don't know who David Falk is or Arn Tellem. They ran this league for 3 decades. David Falk was so powerful, they called him the invisible hand in union negotiations. The NBA had a lockout and then ended a lockout, and David Stern and David Falk were controlling it. He was an agent. Arn Tellem had Shaq and had Kobe. And David Falk had Michael Jordan, and he had Iverson, and he had Ewing. And those 2 agents controlled the NBA for years along with Nike. That's been the league forever. What's different now? That's an agent's job, to be your friend. I've got an agent. We're good friends. Why? I trust him. Anthony Davis to the Lakers. Yeah, that's never happened. A great player wants to leave his crappy team and go to LeBron in L.A. Yeah, that's just crazy talk. It's been happening for 50 years. Wilt became a Laker and Shaq became a Laker. Where did Shaq leave? A small Southern franchise. Kareem left Milwaukee, a small Midwest franchise. Come on. Nothing crazy here. Everybody's always telling me the NBA is too top-heavy. Tell me the last time it wasn't. People are telling me stars have too much power. Tell me the last time they didn't. Bird and Magic, not a commissioner, saved the league. Michael Jordan, not a commissioner, made it global. Kobe, LeBron, Shaq. Nobody's watching for owners. Stars in the NBA. Here's what's happened. David Stern saved this league. It was not doing well financially, and David Stern said, let's make it about the name on the back of the jersey. Put it on the front. Give guys marketing and Nike and McDonald's. And it has, gassed up some of these players. They feel pretty empowered, like any of us would. And now suddenly the players talk and text and share the same agents and say, you know what? We deserve a little more power. Not the Ivy League agent. Not the billionaire owner that doesn't even understand basketball. It's all going to be okay. The Knicks are finally relevant. Dallas rolled the dice. The Lakers are going to be good again because they're going to get Anthony Davis. Kyrie, maybe he stays in Boston, maybe he doesn't. But it's a captivating story, whatever happens to him. But I disagree with Charles Barkley. It's not collusion. It's empowerment. I've moved, you'll move, stars moved. Anthony Davis has given the Pelicans 6 years. LeBron initially gave the Cavs 7. I've watched NFL guys like Elway and Eli Manning say, I'll never play for that franchise. NBA guys are giving you 6, 7 years. They just get tired of it and want to go somewhere else and play with their friends. It's all good. Coming up, will it be all good for Eric Dickerson? Mr. Ram, he joins us in studio. Well, he joins us. Maybe it's a talkback. Either way, from Atlanta, near the Super Bowl. He's nervous, I can tell you that. He's coming up. We're all ready for spring, right? I can't wait for spring, because spring's better than winter. But spring's not as good as summer, because spring is wet and rainy in most of America. So if you've got windshield wipers that are already showing signs of wear and tear, they're streaking, smearing, or squeaking, don't wait. Because the winter, we're only about a third of the way through the winter, maybe half, and we still have 2 to 3 months of spring. Wet, hail, storms. Better visibility? Michelin Premium Wiper Blades. Want to see more clearly? Drive more safely? Michelin Premium Wiper Blades, which use exclusive Smart Flex technology. Wiper blades adapting to the curve of your windshield. Walmart, Pep Boys, other fine retailers. Listen, man, spring is better than winter, not better than summer. It's wet. Get your Michelin Premium Wipers.